Greetings in love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Khadija Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Healthcare educator and host of the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation radio show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on innerlightradio.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-health care, while I share my wellness story with you right here on innerlightradio.com, the healing frequency. I know you're dancing. You got to be moving. Keep that movement going. If you can't move your feet, just rock your body. Taking those deep, deep, deep breaths. Woo! All right, all right, all right, all right. Vibrate. 5/23/2018. Thank you for coming to dance with me. Thank you for coming to dance with me today, family, community. Take that deep, 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 deep Kundalini breath. You know what I'm talking about when I talk about the Kundalini breath. We're just talking about awakening of that snake down at the base of the spine. And as you're taking these deep, deep breaths with me, you're moving in your consciousness, in your mind. You're feeling the vibration as you move up into each section of the body. You're going to feel your way all the way up until you reach the top of the crown chakra. Taking deep breaths, breathing into those organs attached to that particular area of the body, and just sending good vibrations to your body. And if you're not doing that on a regular basis, family, start doing it. Let that be your break in the day. You know how if you're working and you say, oh, it's my break and I got to go run and do this and do that. Take that break and be still for a moment and take those deep breaths and rejuvenate your body and rejuvenate your soul and your thinking. Give your body a chance to breathe and expand itself. So take this deep, deep breath with me. Thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation radio show. Heart-to-heart healthy living. How you feeling, family? Well, you know, I was not here last week, but I had a great show played for you last week. It was a show, I believe, that I did about 10 years ago on WOL. And my guests, Andrea Matthews and Kakai Patterson, and we were talking about sharing some information on the science of anthology still, as I do on this show, and they were sharing their modalities. Andrea was a registered nurse, and Kakai Patterson is an acupuncturist detox specialist. And so that was a great show last week. If you didn't get a chance to listen to it, you want to take the time and go out to my YouTube channel, K Davis F. Listen to the past shows out there and bring yourself up to date. We're talking about vibrating with a new conscious of self-health care. Taking all the information that you have and learning how to better care for yourself, because it's about self-care. Understanding basic information of how the body works. And I tell you, you can live a great, fantastic journey while you're here on planet Earth. So you all know that I finally got a major cellular malfunction. Look at she finally got a major cellular malfunction. Not that I was out looking for one or trying to get one, but normally when you're in the healthcare industry and you're working with people, they like to hear your story. And I really didn't have one. But through the trials and stresses, as people want to call things that happens in your life, I ended up with one, and it was a major one, and it was a doozy. And I'm still correcting some portions of that cellular malfunction called a hemorrhagic stroke. And I caught myself at the beginning of it. I knew it was coming. Went through the process in the hospital of verifying that's what it was, and started my healing process. And so you know that it's been 6 months, and I'm still on this healing journey. And I shared with you at the beginning of this month that the body was reversing, that it was going back to Haring's Law, to the beginning state. And so today, you know how I used to describe myself in the beginning 5 months, 6 months ago, when I said I feel like a great big old balloon. You know how you see those animals in parades, different characters where they done blew them up, that helium all inside of them. So that's how one side is feeling right now. But what's the difference? I still have slight vibration in the nerves that I can feel, because nerves are supposed to be the way they're working anyway. And I'm just happen to be feeling them. But it's nowhere near the way it was 5, 6 months ago. So I can still tolerate it drug-free, worry-free, stress-free, getting familiar with my body again, giving my body what it needs as it rebuilds itself. And one of the first things, the first law, is our connectivity to this human life, to what we're doing here, and that is the breath. And so we take those deep, deep breaths, and we help the lymphatic system purify the body. We help the lymphatic system purify different organs, all the organs in the body, because we know that we have more lymphatic vessels in the body than we have blood vessels in the body. So how is Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks healing? I'm healing in love and kindness, talking good things to my body, taking those deep, deep breaths and allowing my body to circulate oxygen all through it, because an oxygenated body, the more purified the body is, the more oxygen is inside the body, everything functions at its best, at its optimal, at its peak. And so that's where I'm at. And so, yeah, I may be feeling like I'm back at the beginning, and most people would say, oh, I'm not getting well from what I've been doing. I'm back to the same point again. I'm feeling like this. Well, that's Haring's Law in effect. You're going back through, and the body's now better correcting itself, getting more in balance with itself. And I know that. So today is one of those days where I'm really feeling like, so all somebody got to do is stick a pin in me, and I feel like I'm just going, poof. I'm walking around and feeling like I'm going to fall over. Y'all remember how they used to blow up those I don't know what they used to call them, little blow up pins for bowling. I feel like it's just stick one in and just pop, because I'm walling around like that. But to all those people out there that are experiencing strokes, I'm sharing with you my journey to help you take back control of your health. If you just experience it, you want to think about doing the pharmaceuticals, it's just only going to slow things up. You want to understand the process that your body is going through, what you need to do mentally, physically, emotionally, consciously, to help your body correct itself. And I'm working in all those areas, family and community. We have to support every area of the body when we have a major cellular malfunction, because we're always having cellular malfunctions. And over time, if we don't do certain things, or certain things happen to us, or our body experiences a major shock or trauma, everything can just boop, just like that, just flip a switch on you, and things can occur. But what you want to do is just always be in focus of your life. And that's why this is the Conscious Self Healthcare Hour, to remind you to not just be living life, but to think about how you're moving in life. What are you giving your power to? What are you focusing on more? And all those things helping you have a better life, assisting you. Or are you tuned into the external things and making them things more important and neglecting yourself? Are you giving power to the stresses that people are trying to bring into your life? You may want to sit back and take a deep breath. Take a moment and think and look and see where you're giving your power to, and what you need to do to create a better balance in your life. So take that deep, 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 deep Kundalini breath. and let it circulate all through your body and say good things to yourself. You know, that extra speed, healing, and power to the movement of the lymphatic system, that purification system, that slow moving system in the body that activates itself at its best through your breath and how deeply you're breathing to help circulate, and things that allow that system to move like that. If you're doing the Walker West walk, that movement with the breath, certain things. So that system needs your support greatly. It's the connection to me from the unseen and to the seen. It's that balance is in there. And so take that deep, deep breath and realize that you are helping your body purify itself, maintain its purity, helping that lymphatic system do its job because it's so heavily bogged down with our thoughts, with the food, with the air, with all things is in the environment, because we are our environment. So take a moment, and if you haven't taken that moment today to just breathe. Take a moment and breathe and feel it circulating through your body. Say in your mind where that breath is going to help purify the body and heal the body, because you are supporting that lymphatic system. So you see, the God in you is your health. You are your health. The God in me is my health right now. I'm thankful for the state that I am in right now. It may be good, it may be bad, but you got to be thankful for where you are and be aware of where you are, because the body is miraculous, it's powerful. It's responding to you and your environment, the things you're seeing, the things you allow in, the things you're listening. If you don't like the way you feel, and you have to adjust all those things around you in your environment. Take a deep, deep breath and let it out. Love is what we are born with. Fear is what we learn. The spiritual journey is the unlearning of the fear and the prejudice and the acceptance of love back into our hearts. Love is the essential reality and our purpose here on earth. It's challenging for everyone to stay in a loving state. Just a loving state of life, a loving state of activity, not the love of a man and a woman or a mother and a child or the love of a friendship, just love, the power of the feeling of the vibration of how it makes you feel. Just, it's like sunshine and thinking of the sun and that kind of love that just moves and all through your body like that kundalini snake, just moving on up and up and up and up and nourishing, expanding. Love is power. All change in the outer picture begins with a change in the inner picture. So family and community, if you don't like what you see, you got to take the moment and pause and consciously create it in as a mental picture in your mind, what you want, where you want it to be, to shift that energy. You are the one that shifts the energy around you. Energy is all there is. So you have to shift it. You shift that energy through your vibration, through your feelings, through the words, through expression, through your environment. You have to bring it all together and make that shift so that outer picture and that inner picture can be a truly blessing, a truly a great match for things. Taking that deep, 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 deep breath. Keep feeding your mind thoughts of how strong, healthy, vibrant, and able your body is. Build up your confidence daily through focusing. Some people do journaling. Listen to music like, when we first come on, come dance with me. Thankful that you're dancing with me. You want to feel good. You want to feel good. You want to feel better. You want to know that vibration. You want to own that vibration. You see, your body only breaks down tissue when it's getting the message you are not strong enough or capable. So then you have to look at all the areas. How am I feeding my body? What am I thinking? What am I putting on my body? The environment that I'm in. All those are major factors you have to take into consideration when you're not feeling right. And we always know when something is going on, the body gives you some type of signal. Even if it's the minutest and the littlest of like you're irritated and you don't know why. Because something is going on in the body. The body is trying to and want to correct itself, but it needs your cooperation. So you're feeling irritable, and you might want to put it on something external. People getting on your nerves, the situation getting on your nerves when there's really something going on within you and how you are perceiving things. Our perception is everything, how we look at things. And so when this stroke came into my life, I had to look at it for what it was. Look at what you have been experiencing. Look at what has been happening, you know, understanding all that. You had a major fall. You done had 4 car accidents, and the shaking of the head and the vibration moving back and all those things. And if you think over your life, when something happens to take out the balance, then you can figure out how I need to help my body correct those things and what I need to do. So it's conscious self-care. We got to pay attention. We have to look and listen and be a part of what's going on in the body. So it does this with the purpose of making you stronger after the rebuilding process. And that's where I'm at. I'm in the rebuilding process. And a lot of people out there is in the rebuilding process. But one thing about it, the amazing health benefits of dancing. That's why in 2016, when I ended my radio show for the year break, 2017, the whole break, knowing that the stroke was coming, let my body get as much rest and what I had to do. When I left at the end of 2016, I said, come back and dance with me. I knew that something was going on and something was going to happen. I was aware of it. So I prepared myself for it. And the amazing benefits of dancing. I love social media, all platforms. There's major benefits to it if you don't get caught up in all the sidetracking and the other stuff out there. There's a great group on Facebook called Healthy Living All Around. They have fantastic, helping, uplifting, motivational, all kinds of information, all genres, all areas to assist you with having a better, well-rounded life. Healthy living all around. And it's amazing that I saw this post last week. And it was all about dancing. And so, like I said, I invite you to come dance with me, to vibrate, to listen to your body. It says the evidence-based health benefits of dancing are numerous and profound. In fact, if dancing were a drug, it would be considered unethical not to use it. If you already love to dance, you know how easy it is to work up a sweat on the dance floor. Far from the tedious repetition routine of the treadmill, dancing is an exercise and engages not only the body, but also our creativity and sense of fun. So whenever you're feeling down and you're feeling lost and you're feeling lonely, put some music on and come on, family, dance. Get that sense of fun. Who knows where a dance will take you? When the music starts playing, it can feel almost like a trance. Toes start tapping, hips begin to sway, and before you know it, you are creating your own moves, and you got that special flow going on, and your mind and your body start drifting into wonderful, powerful things. You just get into the flow, and you've been moving, and you, for a moment, you let everything go. Flow with it. No choreograph needed. You're in there and you're creating your own movements. Dancing can be a deep release that melts away stress and worry. Give you a moment to have that pause, that break in between, because see, that's when information can come in. That's when you can think, when you pause and you get out of that worry state, that concern state. When you're in those states, you're sending the wrong chemicals through the body, and the body is not healing. So no matter what it looks like, and no matter what somebody is sending you through or what you're putting yourself through, you got to change your vibration about it. The body is responding to vibrational frequencies, healings of love and kindness. And that's what you want. And that's the things that you got to do for your body. Dancing can be a deep release that melts away stress and worries while you simultaneously deliver a great workout. And guess what? You're breathing when you dance. Watch yourself. Hear yourself. You're taking those deep, deep breaths. So what are you doing? The most powerful system in the human body is the one that purifies it, keeps it clean, keeps every organ balanced, keeps everything in balance, and we got to take those deep breaths. We got to breathe. So when you're dancing and you're breathing, yeah, you know what you're doing. You're nourishing your body. So if you aren't a dancer, or it's been years since you have, learning about the amazing health benefits of dancing may be just the inspiration you need to get up on the dance floor, right there in your house, even doing this broadcast show. Because, see, I got that song playing in my head, and I'm dancing, and I'm moving the body with it, all big balloon feeling and all. But I'm sending good vibrations. I'm sending good messages, and I'm thanking my body for where it is and what it's doing and how it's beginning the process of self-correcting. We have to give ourselves that. So take those deep, deep Kundalini breaths. Jamal, get ready. We're going to take a station break. And then we're going to come back and share a little bit more information with you about the upcoming speakers that we have honored through April, which is Conscious Self-Health Care and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month. And we're going to talk about our recipients of those awards and when they're coming on to share some more information with you. So we're going to get ready and hear some music and station break. And thank you so very much for coming to dance with me today.
Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com, the number 4CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation, 202-248-7749.
With that song, y'all know what that is. Could you be loved? Could this be love? All right then. That's Bob Marley. I don't know all the correct words because I love putting my own spin on everything. If they say, Karen, that is not the words to that song, when it vibrates high with me. And as a poet, you know how we do that anyway. We shift things. How you doing, family? How you doing today? How was your week? Did you take that moment to be still and center yourself and take those deep breaths through the week, and before you speak and say things that it's not in harmony with your life or someone else's life or just the life of the universe? We got to not respond so quick to what's going on. We got to sit back and take a moment, and that's what I do with my life. I sit back and I take these moments and I look and I see what's going on and I see what's happening, and I don't respond to them quickly. You know, sometimes it used to get people so upset. Why you ain't saying anything? Well, you know, I just don't react like that. I have to think about it for a moment, or be still in that thought for a moment, or just be still and see what vibration want to come to me. So all of you people out there that's waiting for someone to give you permission to be still and focus on your life, I'm giving you permission today. Take that moment and be still. Don't give your power away to people, places, or things. Take that moment and take that deep, deep Kundalini breath and tune into yourself. Challenge yourself, your greater self, to tune into heaven one-on-one. Channel and control. Tune into yourself. That's how we're moving around the world anyway. So you need to take the moment and tune into yourself. Be in love with yourself. Be in love with your divine self. Be in love with what you see right now. Don't be angry or mad or upset with yourself because you did something. Oh, well, only for a moment. Only for a brief moment. Damn, I wish I hadn't done that way. Woo, but it won't happen again. That's okay. Take that deep moment and take that deep breath. Be in love with yourself. And family, community, and friends, think about stepping up out of the dark ages of healthcare. And to me, that means a little bit about not being involved with how the body works and your responsibility for your body, for your human vessel, for the energetic vibration of the body. You got to take a moment and you got to become responsible. You got to take back control of your health by getting involved. Don't just say, oh, there's doctors out there. Oh, there's healers out there. Oh, there's a bioenergetic healer and there's this wellness person over there. And you want to know why you want to bring those people into your life, including me, this conscious self-healthcare educator. Why you want to bring me into your life? How are you going to advance the process of how you can for your human body? What is it that you need that you have an idea but you're not quite sure of? You want to bring in a health advisor. You want to be in love with yourself. Stepping up out of the dark ages of healthcare and running to a medical doctor that's getting paid. And no matter what their specialty is, and if it's not a part of the norm, they got to make up some stories to get you in their doors, having you thinking that you have no power, no control over the body. That you need somebody else to come in and take away parts and take away organs and dismantle things and rearrange things. And again, sometimes all we got to do is be still and look at how we're nourishing the body. So I want to thank you for coming to dance with me, joining me on this friendship train to conscious self-healthcare. Moving beyond a man-made mindset of human consciousness about life. Yeah. Take those deep, deep breaths. And have a good time. And how can you keep in touch with me? You can go to my website and get all the information on conscious self-care. CONSCIOUSELF care, CARE.com. The shorter name, For Cell Life. The number 4, the word cell, and the word life. C, the number 4, CELLLIFE.com. It's a short name. And all the information out there is about conscious self-healthcare and the tools that I do use to assist myself with helping my body create the balance that we want. If you have a wellness story, if you know someone who has a wellness story, who moved beyond pharmaceuticals, who became conscious of their body and what they were doing and got things back in balance, you want to ask them to join me on Facebook, go to my Facebook groups, Wellness Stories, WELLNESS, another S for stories, TORIES. Share your wellness story. Become a part of our anthology of wellness stories that we're producing this year. I need and want and would love your wellness story. A practitioner, a healer, a doctor, someone, they're working with people. Look, this is a $1 billion industry. So people that have wellness stories. You're doing something. People are making changes and they're shifting their lives. And you can be a blessing to someone. So go out to that Facebook group, share your wellness stories. If you don't want to do it there, you can do it on the website there too. And then you can be the guest on the show and come and join me as I continue sharing my wellness journeys. You can share your wellness journey with someone else. How you doing it? I know that there are people listening and I know that there are stories out there, and I'm patiently waiting for you to join me and share your wellness story to assist somebody and help get this first anthology of wellness stories produced this year. That was the goal of this year, Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day, which is every April 30th. The whole month of April is Conscious Self-Healthcare and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month. So you can like our page out on Facebook. EYFMMSD. Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day. Like our page out there. And if you're interested in better supporting the lymphatic system, lymphatic wellness, working with me along with Dr. Samuel C. West, who founded the Academy of Lymphology, who was one of the first non-medical doctors, the only one really, to be a part of that group of medical doctors, of lymphologists, which they no longer have lymphologists now. They just cut up the lymphatic system because they don't want you to get well. And that's why it's important that we learn about that. So you want to join that group, Lymphatic Wellness, LYMPHATICWELLNESS. And eventually I will be doing live broadcasts along with the show in the Facebook group, Heart to Heart Radio. So go out there, be a part of those, go on my page, go to my website, click on some links, send me a message, have a conversation, give anybody a 15-minute conversation to share with you to see where you are and how you want to shift to bioenergetics and bioinformational wellness and use some of the tools that I have that I'm assisting myself with. Because one believes in oneself. One doesn't try to convince others because one is content with oneself. One doesn't need others' approval because one accepts oneself. The whole world accepts him or her. Who said that? Somebody famous said that. I didn't write their name down, but I give them credit. Each time we face our fear, we gain strength, courage, and confidence in the doing. Who said that? Didn't write their name down either. Take those deep, deep breaths and honor yourself. My body is calming down. I'm in this rocking state. Lymphocyzing is better. But rocking is a soothing vibration to the body. Definitely when your nerves are going 99 miles an hour, which is probably what they do anyway. But when you're feeling it from the effects of a stroke, it's something else. And like I say, I'm in that healing stage. I can stretch these legs out and it feel like a, what do you call that instrument? Accordion. That's how it feels. This is how it feels. Y'all know how accordion goes. And, that feeling that it goes through. That's how my body feels. It also feels like what I determined today it felt like, because sometimes when I lift my arm up and bring my arm back down and lift my arm back up, it feels like you're inflating a tire. You know how you push that thing down to inflate the tire. But that's how, every time I do that, that's my body feels like it's expanding. So I have to laugh. The body is amazing, family. You got to sit back and honor yourself and love yourself and pay attention to this human body that you're using to move around here with on planet Earth. If you haven't done that lately, do that. If you're listening to the show and somebody isn't, tell them to go to my YouTube channel and listen to the show after the broadcast. Sometimes I put it up there and sometimes I put it on my page. Sometimes I'm holding it back for something else. But for the most part, there's information out there that can assist you with moving forward. Conscious self-healthcare moves. Mental observation view is essential for your success. So let me tell you where I am this week and what really, really happened to me last week when I wasn't able to do the show. So I went out on Facebook. Let me tell you, family, and there was this post out there, and I have to honor this MD, Dr. Alan Greenberg, MD. He had to say this, and you know when he said it, as a retired physician. So he got everything he needed, all his money playing that game. But he said, as a retired physician, I can honestly say that unless you are in a serious accident, your best chance of living to a ripe old age is to avoid doctors and hospitals and learn nutrition, herbal medicine, and other forms of natural medicine, unless you are fortunate enough to have a naturopathic physician available. Almost all drugs are toxic and are designed only to treat symptoms and not to cure anyone. That's our MD, Dr. Alan Greenberg, had that to say. So, love your doctors, but love yourself more. I thank you for sharing this true statement. After spending 7 days in ICU, which was not needed, and being heavily drugged, I told the head doctor of neurology that I was finished with drug therapy. He told me that I will be back with another stroke within 5 months. Well, again, it's going on 6 months, still drug-free. My health for me and where I'm physically, mentally, and spiritually is beyond words. I am my own wellness doctor. The human body can experience all kinds of cellular malfunctions, not diseases. Cells are malfunctioning. That do not mean that you need a drug. Drugs do not heal. Drugs break down cell life. Drugs do not heal. Drugs break down, confuse cells process, cause a breakdown in cells life. They break down. Trust the doctor's statement. Trust this doctor's statement. Dr. Alan Greenberg, MD. Trust his statement. And come aboard my friendship train to healthcare freedom from a man-made mindset of human consciousness around healthcare and your responsibility for self-health care. So visit my website, have a conversation with me, become your own wellness doctor. Thank you for joining me, caller. And your name?
Oh, Brother Keith.
Brother Keith! How you doing, Brother Keith?
I'm doing good.
I know that voice anywhere.
Oh, thank you.
Strong voice. Love that voice. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Actually, I'm calling in to make sure that I can actually, my Skype is working. But since I'm here, everybody's going to have to take responsibility for their own health care. I guess Trump is actually going to force us to actually do what we're supposed to do in the first place, because he's basically gutting health care as we speak. So I guess the devil has his own uses.
That is so true. You made a very, very true statement.
So there's a lot of, because a lot of people are, I think I was listening to, I think it was a congressman that was saying that because of what Trump is, no, I think it was an economist said because of what Trump is doing, a lot of people are not going to the doctors. They're not going to the hospitals. They're actually self-medicating themselves because the health care costs have actually doubled and tripled. So
it's a blessing. It's a great time for people to, like I say, conscious self-health care. You got to learn your body. You know, and I'm not saying you got to know anatomy and physiology all the way down to specialists of a doctor. You need to know it enough for you to help your own self move around down here on this planet.
And
that's
I guess
what they have to do.
And I think that's going to have a more emphasis of people actually taking care of themselves, because they know they just can't run to the doctor for every ache and pain. So they're going to have to take better care of the machine that God gave them.
Well, they do understand, too, running to the doctors, and they can see history of that. Where's your people and what has it done for you? So you got to learn how to start taking care of yourself. So, Keith, good to hear from you. Glad you check your Skype out on my show and share some information. You know, we're coming up on that hour, and I want to remind people that next Tuesday we will have the recipient of the Shirley R. Hardy Senior Wearology Award. Your handi-kendi, the breathologist, you will be joining me. She is the recipient of that award. You know, Keith, every year I honor someone, the Conscious Self-Health Care Award of the Year, the Community Visionary Award of the Year, and a new award or replacement of the award, Hadari Abdul Ali Award of the Year. And we do this because April is Conscious Self-Health Care and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month, to remind people how to take better care of themselves and to see how you are caring for yourself. And April 30th is the actual day that we celebrate Conscious Self-Health Care. And
Okay.
so next week, the winner of the Shirley R. Hardy Senior Willology Award is breathologist handi-kendi. She used to do a show right here on Interlight Radio.
I remember her well. Yes.
Oh, yes. And so she's going to be joining us, and people can call in and ask questions about the breath, different breathing techniques, how to better care for themselves, and how she is caring for herself at her wonderful age of beyond 60.
Yeah.
I'll
Because
let her share that, yeah.
yeah, with all this stress and fear that's going on in this country right about now, they're going to need it. They're going to need all of that. You know.
Let go of the false education, accepting it as reality. All that is information to distract you from caring for yourself. And that's what people got to realize, because if you don't take care of yourself, no matter what you learn about out there, it's only going to break down what's going on with you.
Exactly.
To find a better way to deal with it. So thank you for calling in, Keith. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, good to hear your voice.
Okay, thank you. Have a great one.
All right.
All right. Family and community, you got to take those deep, deep breaths. I'm telling you, time to love yourself, honor yourself, put yourself first, always taking care of yourself. And this world is going on, and a lot of things happening. Like, I'm glad Keith called in and he said that, because it's helping people to understand it's not just about a diet change, because there's a lot of vegans and vegetarians, and we can go the whole gamut, and they're having all kinds of health issues. It's to really understand how the body works and our responsibility to our own self, and how we want to move around and where we want to be and what we need to do for ourselves. So you want to learn it. Like right now, I'm rebuilding, as well as I'm allowing my body to cleanse itself. So I do a lot of fruits. Fruits are what? Fruits are mainly for cleansing the body. Vegetables are builders. So I do a proper balance, and I'm allowing my body to readjust itself. And I'm providing the minerals that I need, the herbs that I need through supplements, because, the earth is not plentiful anymore. It doesn't have everything that we need. And so you have to get things from here and get things from there, from this country and that, and pull it all together. And I'm thankful for Common Sense Herbs, Baba Tim Morrow. He used to do a show right here on Interlight Radio, and I'm thankful for his products, because right now his product is one of the main products I'm using right now, and that's his Head Start. And I'm going to have Baba tomorrow come back on the show, and I want to have him break out this particular formula, because I've been using it before I had the stroke, and then I didn't even realize it. When I started back, my body sent me to it, and I turned on the back family community. Like Tim said, growing old does not make us sick. It's growing sick that make us old. But when I looked on the back of the Head Start brain nourishment, the first line says great for stroke victims. So that means that when your body and your brain is taking on that excess fluid and that excess sodium and causing the vessels up there to be weak and things to go on, I know how to activate the lymphatic vessels, but this combination of herbs that Tim has put together, I'm now using it in my second phase of my body beginning to heal itself. And so a lot of drainage is coming down. I have to keep the lymphatic vessels around my face working, and let everything keep coming down and draining through the body, and what needs to stay in the body purifies itself, and what needs to come out through waste and urine comes out. Got to keep those kidneys going. I got to keep that colon clean. I got to get things moving. And whenever we're feeling sluggish, that's what we have to do. Change our vibrations through changing the way we're thinking, how we're responding to things, and what we're putting into our bodies, what we're putting on our bodies, and what our environment is saying to us, and how we're perceiving our environment about what's going on, what's happening in the world. You got to look at everything. Like I had to flip and turn it around and say, thank you, body. I honor you for what you had to do to maintain life. You had to show me that I needed to slow down and rest and take care of myself. 3 car accidents, a major fall, a lot of discomfort, issues coming into my life. My body said, well, I got to do what I got to do. And I knew it was coming. So I had to slow down and allow to see what was the cellular malfunction that was going to show up. Not a disease, but what was a cellular malfunction that was going to show up. And so this was showed up. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times the universe put people and situations in your life for you to look at to see, because you're getting ready to go through something. And that situation is going to help you if you look at it correctly and how it may benefit you. Like Tony, can't think of Tony's last name right now. Maybe Jamal can write it down for me. But I interviewed Tony on my show, I think back in 2000. 14 or 13 or maybe before then, and Tony had a stroke and an aneurysm, 2 aneurysms and a stroke. And I listened to her story, and I listened to how she was caring for herself, and I listened to the things she was doing. And I honored her for her movement and what she was doing and how she was doing and how she brought herself back, was able to move around and do the things she's doing. So when mine happened, I had something to fall on. I had something to look at. Not all the people that felt that they were victims of the stroke and didn't try to get movement back in their bodies and didn't try to do things. I also had a vision of her life and what she was going through and how she corrected herself and how she is assisting herself. And so a lot of times, a lot of stuff going on in your life that may look like chaotic, but it may be there to give you a sign to pay attention, to see and learn and experience things through other people. So I had a good example of a person with a stroke, and I had the example of the people that came to me that felt they was a victim to the stroke. And as again, I'm a conscious self-healthcare educator, so what I'm going to do is always turn to myself and guidance. You see, God, you, and I dance. There is a poem coming to me, the title I can see, guidance. But where are the words? All I hear is God, you, and I dance. Like the lyrics, the rhythm, and the rhyme. God, you, and I dance. Guidance. Like the ocean waves, the sky, the moon, and the sun. God, you, and I dance. Guidance. Like the birds, fishes, animals, and other creatures of the sea. God, you, and I dance. Divine guidance. Like the breath, the breeze, the air, and the breath. God, you, and I dance. There is a poem coming to me, the title I can see, guidance. But where are the words? All I hear is God, you, and I dance. Like Jesus, Moses, prophets, saints, apostles, God, you, and I dance. Like Imhotep, kings and queens of ancient Kemet, God, you, and I dance. Like angels, divine guides, our ancestors, God, you, and I dance. Guidance. You see, like laughter, smiles, and singing out loud, and dancing in harmony with the beat of the drum. Ah, the message, God, you, and I dance. Like listening to the bees, the trees, the whispers, and the breeze. God, you, and I dance. I am you, and you are me. As I honor myself, I honor thee. In the land of I am that I am, God, you, and I dance. You see, oxygen pumps our cells plus electricity equals power. Not just any power, not nuclear power. We're talking about cellular power for the human wellness of this body. Our thoughts are the only thoughts that create our life. Your vision and mine is the only images that create your life. So I say to you, family, community, and friends, stop. Just stop. Be still. Take a deep breath. It's reflection time. Reflect on your life, how you caring for your body. Can't play the blame game. You can't say it's because of that. It's you. You are the driving force of this body that you're moving around in. And you and God dance. It's one. It's oneness. It's a world of oneness. Yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself. Say good things to yourself. When you're faced with a situation, honor it for what it is. Reevaluate it. Work from within. Work from the truth. Make your adjustments. You're not weak. You're not giving in. The law of non-resistance doesn't mean that you're weak. You're letting someone take advantage of you. The law of non-resistance. Do not resist yourself. Honor yourself. Say good things to yourself. Loving words to yourself. And come dance with me. Stop fighting a disease and nourish the body. You see, we are not the same. Each of us have our own unique signature. And that's why I love what I do with the Nest Health Wellness System. Go to my website, consciousselfcare.com, or shorter name, forsalife.com. Click on those various links. Get that book. Support us so we can get the anthology of wellness stories out. Feel good, feel better. You want to get the feel good infoceuticals. I'm using those feel good infoceuticals. They touch every area of the bioenergetic human body field, which helps power my organs, which is giving them the right information. I'm telling you, I'm moving through what I've gone through in record time because I honor the vibration of life. And that's what we have to do, not get caught up in the man-made mindset of consciousness. So through the week, take those deep, deep breaths. Say kind and loving words to yourself because you are the creator of your destiny. You are the creator of your reality. So you want to honor yourself. You want to love yourself. And you want to say good words to yourself. And remember, family, we got to breathe. Tune in next week. The breathologist, handi-kendi, will be here. We can talk. You can ask questions. We can assist you. And we're going to be doing some deep breathing next week. So remember, family and community, it's time to love yourself, honor yourself, say good words to yourself. And I'm hearing a vibration, and the vibration is asking me. So I'm going to quickly, almost time to close out the show. So when you get the book, the ebook, give a donation, $10 donation, you get this ebook that's talking about conscious self-health care. And we are talking about the feel-good infoceuticals. Infoceuticals is informational medicine. You want to go on my website. You want to understand where we are in this conscious vibration. Some of the feel-good infoceuticals that we have, one is called emotional stress release, ESR. We got peace. We got sleep. We got chill, we got love, we got male, we got female, polarity, reju, EMF, CFI, the heart driver, and the heart imprinter driver. I'm on those drivers. I've been working those drivers, the heart driver, the imprinter driver, the nerve driver, the muscle driver. These are all feel-good infoceuticals. They are part of a program. We read your human body feel. But just to get people started, beginning to feel better, feel greater, you can get these infoceuticals, which is what I'm using in the beginning to while my body is self-correcting itself. And then I'll follow a protocol. But right now I'm helping my body. I'm listening to my body. I'm following the guidance of my body. And we all can do this. We all can sit back and listen. Your body is speaking to you. Cells are talking to you. Not because I can hear them because of who I am. But you can hear your own cells the same way I hear your cells, the same way I know what they're saying. You can sit back and you can feel this vibration. It's in us all. All you have to do is just take the time and you allow yourself to do that. So we have all these feel-good infoceuticals to help you feel good, to feel better, to help move you and shift you out of this vibration. We're going to talk about some breath that's going to help you as well. So you want to remember to tune in, tell a friend. Start breathing, learn that breath technique, and feel better about yourself. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to listen to a commercial. We're going to listen to a little bit of music, and I'm going to let that close out the show. I got about 4 minutes, and I want to thank you all for tuning in to my real life radio show, Heart to Heart Healthy Living, the Conscious Self-Health Care Hour Conversation Radio Show. And remember, go out there, fill out the form, start sharing your wellness stories. You got people out there that's talking to people. Tell them, here, come on and tune in to the Conscious Self Healthcare Hour and share your wellness story. Let somebody know how you did it. We're all different, but something you saying may can be assistant to help somebody else break through where they're stuck at. So we all are here to support one another and love one another in harmony and peace. Thank you for tuning in and have a fantastic week. And I look forward to hearing from you through the week, through Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Just Google me, Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, Foulks.
Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal health care prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified lenthologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the friendship train to healthcare freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, forselllife.com. The number 4, the words sell, CELLLIFE.com.
Wake up. Yeah.
Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self Health Care Conversation Radio Show right here on NLI Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, ConsciousSelfCare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self Health Care Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self health care. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.
It don't matter, what race, creed, or color. We need each other.